Beneath seemingly calm waves lies a vast arena where predators move in rhythm with the ocean itself. At the top of this order stands not the great white shark, but a more dominant force, the orca. They rely not only on strength, but on intelligence, coordination, and strong adaptability to guide each encounter. Every pursuit and synchronized movement unfolds with controlled precision beneath the surface. For them, hunting is more than survival. It reflects control over their environment. And now, you stand at the threshold of a world shaped by the ocean's most calculated predators. For decades, the great white shark has stood as a dominant symbol of fear in the ocean. With a streamlined body, razor-sharp teeth, and bursts of speed reaching up to 30 miles per hour, it has become a highly refined predator, shaped by hundreds of millions of years of evolution. Very few species have dared to confront that level of power directly. In recent years, however, a new rival has emerged, the orca, capable of reaching speeds of up to 30 miles per hour and carrying a bite force far stronger than that of a great white. Orcas hold a different advantage: intelligence and coordination. They can identify weaknesses and apply a simple but effective technique, flipping the shark onto its back to trigger tonic immobility. At that point, the once dominant predator loses control completely. Regions that were once ruled by great whites are gradually becoming areas influenced by orcas. This shift is not only about strength, but also about strategy, showing how cooperation and planning can reshape survival in the ocean over time. In the frigid waters of Antarctica, orcas demonstrate hunting techniques so refined that even scientists are impressed. One notable method is wave washing, where they generate waves to break the ice that a seal is resting on. The pod moves in sync, swimming side by side and pushing forward together. A strong surge follows, the ice shifts and breaks, and the seal slips into the freezing water, exactly where they are waiting below. This behavior goes beyond instinct. It is a learned skill passed through generations, forming a distinct hunting culture within the group. Each individual observes, practices, and improves over time, then moves together as a single unit. It shows that knowledge is not only inherited through genes, but also through teaching and shared experience. In rare moments, they slide onto shore to reach seals or sea lions resting in the sun. It is a calculated risk, as a mistake could leave them stranded. When successful, the hunter adjusts, secures the target, and returns within seconds. The speed and timing make the sequence appear controlled. When groups gather along rocky shores, the pod shifts into a coordinated chase. As the animals rush into the water, believing they have escaped, dark shapes are already positioned beneath the surface. The pursuit ends quietly. It becomes clear that in the ocean, intelligence and cooperation leave almost no chance for escape. In the warm eastern Pacific, another test awaits the orca, the dolphin. Agile, intelligent, and highly energetic, dolphins present a serious challenge for any predator. They surge forward at high speed, change direction instantly, and move as a tight group. Yet, orcas, with greater awareness and power, have developed ways to take control. Rather than chasing alone, the pod divides into smaller teams, tightening the formation step by step. Some individuals launch above the surface, sometimes reaching up to 30 feet, to block escape paths. These jumps are not random. They are deliberate actions that force the dolphins into a more difficult position. When one dolphin begins to lose speed and reaches its limit, the circle closes quickly, and the pursuit ends within seconds. What sets orcas apart is not only the outcome. After feeding, they often spend time playing, leaping, and breaching in movements that resemble a celebration across the waves. It offers a rare view of social bonds, shared activity, and group connection within a powerful marine hunter. Even then, the calm does not last long. The open ocean always brings another challenge, pushing orcas to continue their movement. Within this cycle, they appear not only as dominant hunters, but as clear examples of endurance and adaptability over time. In the marine world, few journeys are as demanding as the gray whale migration. Each year, they travel more than 11,000 miles from the Arctic's cold waters to the warmer lagoons of Baja California. Along the route, protective mothers stay close, guiding and shielding their calves, some of the ocean's most vulnerable travelers. Yet the greatest threat does not come from weather or distance. It comes from a focused and persistent predator, the orca. Rather than rushing in, the pod works together, repeatedly attempting to separate the calf from its mother. Extended, carefully timed pressure gradually weakens the young whale. This is not a simple pursuit, but a method built to exhaust over time. In some cases, more than 12 orcas gather around a single pair. The surface fills with splashes as tails strike and movement builds in a steady rhythm. Each member has a role. Some create disruption, others divide attention, while the rest concentrate on the vulnerable points. Against this level of coordination, even a full-grown gray whale struggles to maintain control. When the water settles again, only fading movement remains. In this environment, endurance and teamwork can outweigh size. Orcas reveal themselves not just as predators, but as highly effective strategists within the ocean over time. When we speak of the ocean's most dramatic encounters, the interaction between orcas and humpback whales stands out clearly. Unlike many species that retreat quickly, humpbacks are recognized as determined defenders. With pectoral fins reaching up to 30 feet, They can deliver powerful blows that force even adult orcas to remain cautious. Humpbacks are identified by bodies weighing up to around 95,000 pounds, a curved back, and distinct white markings along the underside. Most importantly, they are driven by a strong instinct to protect their calves. In many situations, not only the mother, but other adults take part, forming a protective barrier around the young. They may rotate positions, creating a circle that spreads the hunter's attention. Orcas, with their awareness, rarely engage directly with a healthy adult, instead focusing on calves that are easier to isolate. Off the coast of Australia, some pursuits have lasted for hours as the pod carefully works to separate a calf from its mother. Pressure is applied in stages, and over time, the mother's energy begins to decline. In certain moments, orcas may even rely on deceptive behavior. One individual can mirror the mother's movement, briefly lifting the calf to create a moment of confusion. That small opening allows the group to adjust its approach. When the encounter ends, the surface calms, leaving only fading ripples behind. It reflects how even the most resilient giants can be challenged by patience and coordinated effort in the open ocean. Strength makes orcas formidable, but intelligence is what keeps them at the top. With a brain weighing nearly 30 pounds, one of the largest among marine mammals, they solve problems, plan, and coordinate in ways very few species can match. They live in close family groups, using pod-specific dialects to communicate, forming a distinct culture beneath the waves. Their advantage comes not only from speed or bite force, but from knowledge passed across generations. Techniques like wave washing and coordinated actions against sharks and large whales are remembered and practiced as a continuing legacy. That is why they are not only strong individuals, but also groups with identity. Even so, the ocean is never a place reserved for one species. In the deep, the sperm whale, massive and highly aware, remains a possible rival. And in Earth's distant past, creatures like megalodon remind us that dominance in the ocean can shift over time. Even orcas cannot remain complacent in a sea filled with unknowns. For now, they hold the top position, a symbol of intelligence, survival instinct, and constant adaptation. The question remains, will the future bring a new successor, or will orcas continue to hold their place in the ocean? Orcas are clear proof that strength and intelligence can coexist. They are both skilled hunters and guardians of the sea. Through refined coordination and remarkable adaptability, they have established a unique role within the ocean. Although the ocean continues to change, orcas maintain their position through strong family bonds and a culture passed down over time. Yet the question remains, will another successor emerge, or will orcas continue to lead the waves? This remains a lasting message about nature's resilience. If this journey inspired you, please like the video to support us. And remember to subscribe and turn on notifications for more discoveries.